comes to From Virtuals to Vows talk show. As you all know, the name of our YouTube channel is From Virtuals to Vows 24. Please do follow our YouTube channel because more and more of this video is going to be coming out. And I want to say thank yous to everybody taking your time to watch our video. I really appreciate you all and I really respect you all. Thank you. We want to say we really appreciate. My wife is going to be joining me on Saturday on this program for another episode that we're going to be sharing on our long distance relationship. And as you also know, this program is about talk show on long distance relationship because we've been through that journey before. We're going to be giving tips and advice on long distance relationship because we know we still have our brothers and sisters on this journey too from every part of the world, and we're looking towards a program like this whereby people like us that have gone through this journey before can also give an advice, give our own experience so that they can pick one or two things from that. In today's program, I'm going to be talking about cultural difference when you get to the United States. And I'm also going to be talking about an environment. That's 3. And I'm going to be talking about the food difference. That's number 4. And I'm going to be talking about the weather. Yeah. First, I'm going to be talking about the cultural difference. The cultural difference is it is much different. Yeah. Because when you get to the United States, because from someone like me, from my country back home, when we wake up in the morning, when we see people, we say good morning. In the afternoon, when we go out and we come back home, we greet people good afternoon. In the evening, we see people, we say good evening. We extend greeting that way. But here, it is not like that. Yeah, when you see people or you go to somewhere, the highest you can do is hi. The hi is common. I'm not saying good morning. They say good morning too. You understand? But the common words they use is hi, hello, hi, hello. And over here, they might not even say, if you wake up in the morning, someone goes out, they come back, they might not even say, hey, good morning, hey, good afternoon. It is hi, hello, hi. Well, it is their greeting. There's nothing bad about that. That's part of the cultural difference. And another thing is that over here, they, do most of their culture is all about love. They embrace people. Like for example, when I go out with my wife, when we go out, to meet our family. To be honest, my wife family are welcoming. I have a good mother-in-law, father-in-law, brothers and sisters. They welcome me. They are so sweet, and I really appreciate that about that. I really appreciate them about that because, they take me as one of their family, which I really appreciate that. But there's one thing in Nigeria, if you tell someone or you see a guy now, he said, oh Sam, I love you, the minute we read to it, we like, you love me, like, using the word Sam, I love you, take care. For a Nigerian, back home, when you greet someone that, oh Sam, I love you, hi, bye, I love you, see you later, to you telling a Nigerian person that, or back home, telling someone that you loved him, the meaning we see to it is like, maybe you love me, like you love me in a, I don't understand, maybe you guys understand what I'm saying, like you love me like kind of relationship type, or you're having interest in me. That's how we see it. So over here, we went out with my wife and we meet one or two people. So they usually, after when we greet, they will hug you. After when they hug you, they will say, I love you. But my response is like, okay, thank you. Because I would be like, why are you loving me? Like, you loved me. Like, I didn't really understand that it was a greeting. It doesn't mean that they love you in a romantic way or they like you in a romantic way. No, they are greeting you that they love you as a brother, as a their, as one of their family. They love you, which is a very good thing. you know they share the love with you. That's what they mean, that they love you. It doesn't mean that they say they love you basically because they have this kind of a romantic, they want to have a romantic affair with you. So when we now get back home that day, that I experienced that, because the person told me, yeah, I'm not going to be mentioning name, I will just be using the person. The person told me, oh, you see you later, bye, I love you. And my response was like, okay, bye, thank you. Because I can't say I love you back, because I didn't know that is their way of greeting here. When I will now get home, so I now asked my wife, like, what is going on? Me, I don't understand. So why is it that this person was told me that she loved me? My wife said, oh no, she doesn't mean it that way. That it is their way of greeting here. Things you don't understand, things you don't know. It is not your fault. You need to ask. So it's not say no. They love you as a family. They love you like they are sharing the love together with you as a one family. I was like, oh, okay. So next time when we go out, I usually be the one to first say, oh, I love you. And if they say I love you to me, I will say I love you back. And I'm not this type of a hugging person before. So when I get to the States, I see that it's part of their way of sharing love, sharing respect. If they see you, they will hug you. Hi Sam, how you doing? They will hug you, they will give you a hug. And when you're about to depart, they will give you a hug, which is a very good thing. So since that time, when we go out, I usually say, hey, how you doing? I will give the person a hug. When we are about to depart too, hi, bye, see you later, I will give the person a love. If they say I love you and I say I love you back, because I have known what it means. That's part of the cultural difference. And number two, when you just get to the States, there's difference between you and your wife is talking afar. Although when you are still afar, you might be having one or two challenges too, because nobody is perfect. You're going to have one or two issues on the phone. Nagging on the phone on you, but you don't have to blame your wife. It's not easy for a woman to be afar. Her husband is afar. There's no way about it. You and her are going to be having up and down. She will shout on you, she will do this, but you are the man. You are the one that's supposed to be patient enough for your wife. It is woman thing. Just give them the chance. Understand the way she is feeling if she is shouting on you or nagging on you. It doesn't mean that she is bad, but you have to understand that she's also feeling that pain too for being afar, and her husband is not yet with her. Those things are very, very depressing, very stressing for both husband and wife when they are not yet been together. So when you finally get to the States, my brother, the cultural difference is still going to be there. Because one, as a Nigerian man, we want to be doing this. I'm the end of the house, I'm the odogu, I'm your husband. Whatever I tell you, you have to listen, you have to do this, you have to tell me before you do anything. My brother, it doesn't happen here. America go humble you. Yes, America go humble you. And when I look at everything, well, I later see that it don't supposed to be there. It don't supposed it don't supposed to be like that. By you want to be controlling your wife. It is your wife, not your slave. You can't be controlling her anyhow. Fine, you are the husband, you are still at the head of the house, but there's a way you talk to your wife respectfully. Not that, what are you talking about? Sit down there. You are not talking to a kid. Yeah. Or like, if you want to go out, you have to tell me. She will tell you. There's a way you can say it, in a polite way, that you won't let her feel like you are bossing her around. You have to understand that this woman we are talking about, she's not a kid. She's matured enough, and she has been an independent woman for some time, doing her thing, doing her own work. And you just come into her world and you want to change everything immediately. It's not going to work that way. You sit her down, give your opinion, sit down, talk like a man with your wife that okay, this is what I want as a husband, and I don't. If you do this, I'm going to feel disrespected. And your wife is going to tell you this is what I want as a woman. If you do this, I'm going to feel disrespected. Don't shout on your wife. Yes, don't be too bossy, bossy, bossy. I know it's the way. You just have to have this back of your mind that this woman is from another country, not from your country. You still have, you need to train her a way of your culture too, that okay, if you want to serve your husband food, this is the way it is done. you know we feel more respectful, we feel more embraced by our wife if you do this. You say it in a polite way, you sit her down, not in a rude way. You can't even be getting angry on someone that doesn't even know the way it does. you know so you treat you talk to her in a mature way. And number three, you don't have to be getting angry on everything that she does, because let me tell you something, it's still part of the cultural difference. Because once you get here, the way she's going to be doing things is going to be different from the way you do things, and you can't expect her to be doing things the way you do things where you are coming from. They have their whole way of doing things, and you two have your own way of doing things. You both of you have to put everything on the table together. you know do it 50-50. This is how you do things here, this is how we do things in where I'm coming from. If there's things you do from where you're coming from, back home from Nigeria, and this is the way they do their own things here, you both of you can put it together, like, talk in a mature mind that, babe, don't you feel like if you put this thing here, it might fall down? Why don't you let us put it here? What do you think about it? You want to let her dance to your tone, but there's a way you will put it. Babe, this thing that you put here, don't you feel like if this thing fell down, it's going to break, and we're going to be buying another one, and that's going to cost us another money, or it's going to be bring out money from our pocket again? Or what do you think about it? That what if we put it to this place? What do you think? But don't you feel like it's going to be safe here? Or she might be like, okay, and this is true. Okay, let's put it here. She will agree to you. That means you use your intelligence to correct her. Sometimes she also might correct you. If there's something you are doing that she doesn't like, bro, listen to her. Just do it. And sometimes, women can start their thing. She will just, maybe she is having a bad day from their office. By the time she get home, you come to her with enthusiasm, you want to hug your wife, you want to kiss your wife, and she's having this moody reaction with you. And she started nagging on you, started shouting, oh, you don't touch me, you don't do this, you don't do that. Bro, sometimes it might get you angry the way they behave. When once she talk and you say your point, and you see she's still saying that, because you can never win argument with women. Let me tell you something. You can never win argument with them. It is easy for men, if they do something, to say, okay, babe, I'm sorry. But if it is your woman that did something that is wrong, and she knew that she was the one that is wrong, and she knew that, okay, let me say sorry. Before women will say sorry, it is easy for we man to say, okay, I'm sorry, my wife, it won't happen again. But for your wife to tell you I'm sorry, your wife will first go, women will first go like, you don't care about me, you don't care, you didn't see me, you didn't even check me, you didn't look at my dress. And once they say, you are wrong, simply say you are sorry. They will keep talking, nagging, talking. To say that I'm sorry, it will take them like 1 hour. After, when they now pour everything in their mind, they will now say, babe, I'm sorry for what happened. I will now laugh. Once you know the way they behave, then the chances of you engaging in an issue or fighting or shouting in the house is going to be reduced. If your woman is shouting on you, and you as a man, you have to be the peacemaker, the gentleman in the house. Let her say whatever she wants to say. Then you just keep quiet, be looking at her, Once she see that you're quiet and you didn't say anything, she will stay quiet. She will be the one who comes to you at the end of the day say she was sorry. So it is woman thing. Normally, you can't win argument with a woman. Another thing is that women really care about their emotion. Bro, forget about your own emotion. You are the man, you know, and that's why man is a man. I think most of women don't know that we men have our own emotion too. We have. You might not see it in our face. Yes, men knows how to, control their emotion, keep their emotion within themselves, and women are no good in that. If women are passing through anything, they will put the anger on you. They will say you didn't care about their emotion. And if they are complaining about something, don't try to validate their feelings. Women cares about their emotion more than the way you care about yours. So before anything first, they will put their emotion first. So once you know that, you won't be having issue with them. Yeah. Just once you know that, you won't be having issue with them. So at the end of the day, they also know that you are passing through a lot. They might not show it to you immediately. You understand? But they know you are passing through a lot. They will come to you. They will ask you, babe, are you okay? That time, just express yourself to them. Tell them how you're feeling, what you're passing through. You will see, they will do something about it. They will change. And number two, both of you, the purpose of marriage is for both of you to be help to each other. Husband helping wife, wife helping husband. Both in any condition. Marriage is for better, for worse. In the good days, you stay with your wife stay with her husband. During the bad day, you stay with your wife stay with her husband. If your wife is down, you as a husband be the one to raise your wife up. If your husband is down, you as a wife should be the one to raise your husband up, and be a prayerful couples. Not, if I say you should be prayerful, not that should be praying in the house, your house will be shaking. Oh, Heavenly Father, Jesus. No, 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 no. Before you go to bed at night, you can say your prayer. Your wife say her prayer, you say your prayer. Then always be positive. Have this mindset that you want your marriage to work. Yeah, have this mindset that you want your marriage to work. Because don't think that it is just coincidence that these women married to you came all the way from the United States and come to Nigeria. Or don't think it's coincidence you are married to this guy and come all the way from Nigeria and come and be with you in the United States. It deals with a lot of sacrifices. Because, for example, as a man, leave everything he has, or a woman, leave everything she has from his or her country, sold all her property, leave her family or his family behind, and travel millions miles away to come and be staying with you in your home country. My sister, my brother, it's a lot of sacrifice. It is not easy, because you're not going to be seeing your family again. Everybody you've left them behind. For a guy coming all the way from your country to come and be with another woman in another country, it's a lot of sacrifice. Even for a woman too, moving from another country to another country to go and be with another man, to go and be staying there together with the man, to spend his rest of his life with that person. It's a lot of sacrifice. So please, we need to respect whoever that make up his or her mind to do that for you, because it is a lot of sacrifice. Because remember, he or she leave her mom, he or she leave her dad behind, he or she leave her brothers, leave everything he or she love to come and be with you. It's a lot of sacrifice. I'm not going to tell you. Sometimes you're going to be missing home. Not sometimes. There's no way about it. When you start seeing some people with their families and they are doing fine, your wife is your family. Your wife family is also your family. That are the things that are going to keep you going, motivating you. But there's no two ways about it, my brother. If you still have a mom, have a dad, have a brother, have a sister back home, have friends, you're still going to remember those days. when you're back home, when you go out, you're with your parents, you were laughing, your mom will always be your mom. And you're still gonna be a baby to your mom or your dad. You're still gonna be remembered then. They're still gonna be coming to your mind. Those things can make you fall depressed sometimes. Like me, my mom calls me every day. My dad calls me every day. If I leave Nigeria, I make sure I create a platform for them that they can be calling me on a video call whenever they want to see me. I can get reach to them, because I know this is going to happen. So that is going to be there. And number 3, I'm going to be talking about environment. The environment back home in Nigeria is different from the environment here. Back home in Nigeria, you can easily go on the street, you will see a lot of people that you can talk to, you can go to lounge, you can go to club, you can, on the street you can see a lot of drama going on the street of Lagos. Even if you are the type of a person that usually used to, live in mainland, you will see a lot of drama. All these yellow buses struggling here and there, you will see a lot of dramas in Lagos. That things, sometimes it's a fun. You will be able to go and to go and visit your friends at home. You guys go out, you guys gist. But over here in the United States, the environment is very clean. It's an enabling environment. To be sincerely speaking, it is an enabling environment. There is an electricity for you to use. You have internet to do whatever you want to do, and the environment is very clean. But it is very quiet. It can be very, very quiet. The United States is not a place like you will go out from your house, you will go and talk to your neighbor in the next building. It is not like that. Everybody minds their own business. Nobody knows you. They can only know that someone is living there, but they don't talk to you. You don't even want to talk to you in most cases. Because if you talk to them too much, they'll be like, oh, you are stalking on me. Why are you talking to... I've even seen a situation whereby you will want to help somebody. Yeah. They will be asking you, why are you helping me? They'll ask you, why are you helping me? So over here, it is just like it is you and your family. It's not like you go to your neighbor's house, you want to go and say, oh, I'm out of spicy. I just want to go to my neighbor to give me some spicy to put on my food. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to do your grocery online, or you go to the grocery store and buy whatever you want to buy. And if you are cooking and you observe that there's one particular spice you need to put on your food and you don't have it, you can't go to your neighbor to go and ask for spicy because they don't even know you. So either you order online or you eat your food like that, because for you to get that spicy, you have to order online. You have to wait till they came to deliver it, or you go to grocery store and go and buy whatever you want to buy. So that's one thing about the environment. And another thing is that in the United States, mobility is very important. You have to have your car. You have to be mobile. You have to be on mobile. Yes, the United States is not a country that, although they have public bus, but public bus is not that common like that. Sometimes you might even miss the bus. So every household have their own car. So you need to learn how to drive a car. See, listen to this part. You need to learn how to drive before you leave your country. Go and learn how to drive even if you don't know how to drive. And make sure you know how to drive. Pay attention to the road sign at the driving school if they are teaching you. Know more of road sign. Then number 2, make sure that when you are coming to the United States, come with your driver license. Your valid driver, not the one that has expired though. Make sure you renew, even if it is expired, renew it before you come to the United States. It will help you. Renew it, because if you come in with your driver license and it's not yet expired and you go to Secretary of State to go and renew your driver license, I don't know, it is different in different states. If you tell them that you know how to drive and you prove it with your valid driver license that you came with from your country, you might only do a written exam. Yes, you might only do written exam. So if you do the written exam and you pass it, they will give you another driver license. But if you don't come in with driver license, or you come in with driver license that has expired for like 2 or 3 years, you will write the written. You will still have to follow the normal process. You write the written exam and you will do the driving test. And yeah, written exam, the price depends on the state. Like in Michigan now, written exam is like I think it's $10 for written exam. And if you fail it and you want to rewrite it again, you have to pay. So the driving test is, I think is that one is the more expensive one. In Michigan, it's $70 per hour or so for the driving test. And if you fail it, if you want to do it again, you will still have to pay another $70. So the reason why I said it's better you come with a valid driver license, so that I can only take the written test, so they won't bother to give you driving test again. But it's different in some other states. So in some other states, like in New York, so I hear that if you come with a valid driver license, you might not need to do all those tests. They will just give you their own driver license here. So that is for the driving part. And also, let me add this to the driving part. There's a website which I can help you guys with, for all our Niger husband or wife that are still in that process. You can go to this website. This website, comprises different states drive ratings test. So you can go on this website, start practicing their question and answer, before you get here. It will help you. So the name of the website is epermittest.com. The name of the website is epermittest.com. So on the website, you can easily navigate to whichever state you are going. Then you will see their question and answer on driver written test there, and you even see their driver handbook that you can download and print and start reading. That will help you. The name of the website is epermittest.com. You can also they will, after going through the handbook on the website, you can also sit for the practice permit test there on the website. It's free of charge. They will set you 50 questions, and out of the 50 questions, you have to pass at least 40. You have to answer 40 questions correctly. The only answer you can't answer correctly there is on just 10. So out of 50, you have to pass like 40. So in Michigan, they usually used to give 50 questions if you want to go and sit for the driver rating test. And out of the 50 questions, at least you have to score a minimum of 70%. So these are another shortcut I'm giving you guys. Go on the website epermittest.com. epermittest.com. I will put it on the screen. I will put it below the description, so you guys can go on the website. Or if you are Nigerian wife, send this to your husband to go on the website to start learning one or two things. And another thing I would like to talk about is the food. For me, when I was coming to the United States, I already know that I'm going to be having this challenge of food, because my wife have told me a lot that their food here is different. You don't like sugar, you don't like this, that. So I prepare myself. I set up one bag, traveling bag for food alone. Then another bag for my clothes. So I go to the store, go to ShopRite, Jendol, I order for food stuff. Bought semo, pounded yam, dry pepper, dry fish. Make sure that every food stuff you are buying, they label it. It has a label in it, not the one you go and buy and now die. If you get to the airport, they will seize it, or they won't allow you to bring it in. Make sure you go to the store, buy pounded yam that has a label in it. If you are buying gari, buy gari that has a label. Everything you are buying, make sure it has a label. Food stuff, make sure the food stuff you are buying has a label in it. It has to be labeled, has the company name, address, and phone number. I bought, gari, pounded yam, semo, wheat, grind pepper, locust beans, dry one, locust beans, ogbolo, egusi. Make sure that your ogbolo is not grind. The ungrinded one, when you get it, you will grind it. Your egusi, make sure it's ungrinded one. Your ugu have to be the dry one. Make sure it is dry one. I put it on a separate traveling bag, and when I get to the airport, the way I think I pay additional fee because it was the kg was it was too much, so I have to pay additional fee. So I brought it here. So that was what I was eating when I get here. But their food here is also good. But you know, we as a Nigerian person that came from a different country, it doesn't matter if I come from Nigeria. Every country have their own food and their own big taste. But someone like me, I don't like sugar. Not even my people don't like sugar. I don't like sugar. Most of their food here is too sweet. Every food here is too sweet. If you take their soup, it's sweet. You'll be tasting sugar in all their food. I remember this time where me and my wife went out with, we go out as a family. So we go to this restaurant and they serve us they give us menu to choose. So I was seeing different kind of the name of the food. I don't even understand. I was seeing pepperonis, Mexican, Italian, different kind of a name for food. So I don't even know what to choose because I don't understand what is there. So I don't want to mess up. So I don't just want to go and choose. I don't want to just go and choose food that I won't be able to eat. So I give the menu to my wife because she knows what I can eat. So she was like, man, most of the food here I don't think you've tasted before, but I would try and pick something you'll be able to eat. So she picked food for me. This would have to be spaghetti, Mexican spaghetti, and they just put all this different kind of spicy on it. Everything was garnished, and I have this spoon, and they gave me this spoon. Like I was in front of the spoon, but my tongue has already been telling me that, bro, don't try this, you're gonna mess up, it's gonna mess you up. By the time I put the food in my mouth, I was just tasting sugar. I was just like, I could not even be able to eat it. But I started separating some, separating some. People were looking at that day and they were laughing. They understand, because I'm not used to that taste. So their food here is more of sugar. So as you coming back from home, just coming into the States, is going to have that experience because by the time the only thing that will sustain you at the beginning is the food you bought from Nigeria. You'll be able to cook and eat. As time goes on, you will use to their food too. I'm not saying their food is bad. It's good. They have a very good food. It's just that it's more sugar of a thing. You understand? And we all know too much of sugar in the body, you have to limit the intake of sugar you take, because too much of sugar for a man is going to limit your performance on bed. You all know if you eat too much of good sugar as a man, you won't be able to perform enough. As a man, too much of sugar is not good for you. It's going to limit your performance on bed. You will not be able to, perform the way you do before. And too much of sugar will cause diabetes for you. And before you know it, if you do any small thing, you'll be getting tired. It is not any other thing. It is too much of sugar you are taking. So you have to reduce it, for your own health sake. I'm not saying you should not be taking sugar. You take it, but it has to be continuous. I'm not saying you should not be taking sugar at all. Too much of everything is not good. So you just have to limit the intake of your sugar. So what I now do of recent, after when I finished my food stop that I brought from Nigeria, my wife was able to locate African restaurant for me here. So that's where we always goes to renew my food stuff. We go together, then I buy. They have gari, they have semo, they have pounded yam, they have rice, they have pepper, dry pepper, they have ugu ogbolo. Every state have their own African restaurant. You understand? So there's no problem for you getting your African food here. You can also get it in the United States, and they also have this meat, but I'm not going to mention the name here. They have this meat. You all know what I'm talking about. This meat we love eating back home. Ogufe. Let me just use that Yoruba language. But you that listening to me, you know what I'm saying. Ogufe. That's the name of the meat. But I'm not going to call it in English here. So they have the meat here. So if you go to more of African restaurants, have fresh food that you can buy. And sometimes I do go to their grocery store too to buy one or two things. But the difference there is that most of their if you go to their grocery store here, their chicken is always frozen, and you don't even know how long that chicken is being there frozen. So as a Nigerian person now, we like fresh things, that is fresh food. So we advise you to go to African restaurants to buy whatever you want to buy. But if you want to eat their own food here, you go to their grocery store. They have a lot of things that you would love to eat too if you want to taste American food. So my wife used to do cook for me, and she's a very good cook. She cook nice, and I'm still teaching her some of how to cook Nigerian food. And me myself, I know how to cook. There's no food I can't cook. My brother, my sister. There's no food I can't cook because my mom back home, she was a caterer. So back then when I was back home, whenever my mom have a contract that she wants to go and cook for any occasion, we used to be her cook. We used to go with her. Sometimes we can cook a very big, too big of a cow. Jollof rice, fried rice, name names the food. So my mom cooked it. So my mom used to cook for wedding, complaints, big events. So she was a caterer. So I usually used to go with her with my brother. We used to be the one to cook. We cook overnight before the event. So that gave me the opportunity to know how to cook. So there's no food I can't cook. Yeah. If I'm to be doing food business in Nigerian restaurant, yeah, I can do it and I can cook. There's no food I can't cook. So especially my wife loved when I cook Nigerian Indomie for her. She loved it. So that is the one thing about the food of a thing. But another thing, that is it for the food aspect. Sorry. So let's talk about the weather. Yeah. Um, they have a very lovely weather here in the United States. Yeah. Because back home it is very hot. Yeah. They have good weather. I'm not gonna say it's a bad weather. It is a good weather. Yeah. Back home it is very hot. If there is no light, it's going to tell on your body in back home because everywhere is going to be so hot. Even in the night, you won't be able to sleep because it's going to be sweaty. So more people back home we use generator. Once NEPA and they brought the lights, we turn on our air condition, keep working 24/7. Like someone like me, before I leave Nigeria, I have about 3 air condition. So I make sure the apartment is fixed with air condition because I don't like it. So over here the weather is good during the cold. But even when I first get to the States, like the video up here, you can see the way I'm playing with stone and snow there. Yeah, you can see the way I'm playing with snow there. That was my first time seeing snow. I was so happy. Like, wow, look at snow. I was playing with it. I was even throwing it up, playing like a kid in the snow. It is my first experience, something you've not witnessed before, and you see it for the first time. So you, that's why I was so excited. So the snow part is good as the first experience, but as time goes on, so I started getting tired of the snow because it was too
How
cold.
far down there are you gonna
If I
walk?
want to go out, I have to wear glove on my hands. I have to wear this jacket, pull everything on my head. I can't even wear those clothes I bought from Nigeria. I can only wear it inside the apartment, inside the house. But saying you want to go out, you want to dress the way you used to dress in Nigeria, you want to go out, you can't because it is very freezing cold outside. So it's either you are
My first time in snow.
wearing jacket all the time, put on gloves on your hands.
You're all snowy.
Even sometimes I used to pack snow because I like to be in there. I want to experience how cold it is. That's one thing about cold. But during the summertime, it is way more, hot. The weather is okay. During the summertime, you can wear your Nigerian clothes. You can go outside. See how the outside look like, and you're going to like it. And another thing I observe during the summertime is that you will see more people on the street. You will see people going up and down. Then I noticed that it is not that people don't want to be coming out from the house. Not that people don't want to be on the street. It is because it is too cold outside. That's why you won't see people outside. But during the summertime, you surely see people driving, riding bicycle, bike on the street. You will see kids playing on the streets. People walking their dog, walking their cat, you will see things, you will surely like it. That is during their summertime. So in addition, I will want to say we should appreciate our wife, our Oyinbo wife, or our Niger wife. You know what I mean by a Niger wife, American wife. We should appreciate them a lot because they also put a lot on the line for us. It is not easy because let's just think about it that there's a lot of men in America here and they choose you to be their husband. They sacrifice a lot too to be with you. So sometimes we just surprise them. Don't think it is just happen coincidence that these women fall in love with you and you both of you fall in love with each other. Sometimes it has been destined to be that way. God has destined God has destined it that both of you are going to end up together. So if this woman is trying for you, my brother, please do try for that woman. It is not easy. Yeah, try for that woman. Surprise her, buy her a gift. When she feel down, you to encourage her. Let her know that you care. You understand? Your wife is not your ATM machine. I know some people don't like to hear this, but the truth have to be told. If this person you truly love her and you truly want her, she's not your ATM machine. You know, you too can support her sometimes. I know it is very difficult down there in Nigeria. To be honest, it is very difficult. A lot of people are suffering. Not only in my country, everywhere in the world now, they are facing a lot of things, recession everywhere. So I know it is very difficult, but this word says a little drop of water make the ocean. It doesn't matter if you do much, a little, you just try to. If a little out of penny you have, you can do something. I swear they're going to appreciate it because they know that it is not easy for you. They know that it is very tough in your country. You understand? And if your wife asks you, if you are expecting something from your wife and she didn't do it, don't get angry. If she didn't do it, you too can do for her too. It is not bad. I won't lie to you. When I first met my wife, I was the person doing for her. Yeah, even for the fact that it was very difficult. Yes, it's not that she doesn't have the money. She has. She was okay. You know, I loved her. I want to show her that I truly love her. I'm just doing it natural, not because I want to impress her. No, I do it natural because I was in love with her. With a little I have, I'm not going to say I have much. I don't have. With a little I have, I try in my own way, buy her gift, surprise her. I buy her gift, I surprise her. During those holidays time, Valentine, birthday, I used to surprise her. Sometimes I buy a flower, I buy her a gift. I buy a lot of things that sometimes she's not gonna be expecting, and we just buy, surprise it. And there's one thing I want to talk about that that wanted to escape my mind. So please support your wife. Your wife is not an ATM. Your wife is God sent to you. Treat her special. Women deserve to be treated special. That is why we are a men. And don't feel like when you come to the state and you start doing one or two things for your wife, maybe you help her take care of the house, or that you are seeing yourself as a slave. No, it is your wife. It is your family. If she is working and you are still yet looking for a job and you've not yet got one, if that's what you can do to support your wife too, you can do it. It is not big deal. You know, no big deal. You can do it. Another thing is that your wife is not your slave. Don't turn your wife to your slave. It is not. It makes her feel special. Treat her special. She's not your slave. She's not your slave. Let her know that you appreciate what she has done for you too. Just show this sign of appreciation. Women love it. And number two, another thing is that don't engage in a anything violent when you get to the States. Don't. Do you hear? Don't. Don't engage in anything violent. Don't engage in anything that will put you in a trouble. Don't engage in a cyber crime. Bro, if they caught you, you put yourself in a problem, big problem. Yeah, because you're going to put your wife at shame too. Why will you be doing all that? Whereby there's a job for you to do and you can make money. And look at what people are saying about Nigerians today. They will say, we don't trust Nigerians scammer. Nigerians are not scammer. Some are, but there's a lot of people in Nigeria that are doing better. All over the world, Nigerians are doing better, back to back. They are giving out their best. Yes, they are doing better. So there's every countries have their ups and downs. There's crime everywhere in the world. So that tagging Nigeria that Nigerians are criminal, please, we need to change our orientation. Not all Nigerians are criminal. Nigerians are hardworking people. There's no everywhere in the world you can see Nigerians there, and they are very hardworking. They are doing their best. Please, we Nigerians are good people. We are not the bad people. Although we understand there are some bad apples among the good ones, but we won't let those ones to come and make you to be having this kind of a orientation about Nigerian men. Please, Nigerians are good people everywhere they go. And my Nigerian brother, love your wife, be sincere with her, have a genuine reason why you are going on this journey with this woman that you are be with. My Nigerian sister, have a good genuine reason why you are with this man you are with, because there is karma. If you do her bad, you do him bad. The karma might not show up today. It might be nice in the future, and something start happening to you. Please be sincere with whatever you are doing. Remember, your wife is a human being. Blood runs through your veins. So please make your intention clear. Love your woman like the way you love yourself. You understand? Love them like the way you love them. Thank you, my brother. There's still more to talk. There's still more to discuss about, but I just have to manage my time. Please, I'm going to come to the end of this program. Yeah, please, I beg you. I just want you to subscribe on our YouTube channel from Virtuals to Vows 24. Please, I will appreciate that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel from Virtual to Vows 24. I'll be putting the name of the YouTube channel below the description. Then you can also look up my profile on TikTok. Just click the button on my profile on TikTok. It will take you to our YouTube channel, and please subscribe. More of this video is going to be coming out. More update is going to be coming out. As time goes on, we're going to be having, okay, don't let me talk about that. It's a plan, so I don't want to I'll put that in the suspense. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel, like our video, share the post. Thank you very much. Then we're also on Facebook. Now we have a page on Facebook now. You can also like our page on Facebook from Virtuals to Vows 24. That is our Facebook page. Like and share. Thank you very much. I just want to say I love you and I love you all. See you next time. I wish you good luck and I wish you success in your marriage. Thank you. Bye for now.